Good morning, good morning, good morning, all of my great trade geniuses out there. Welcome back to Trade Genius Live. I'm your host and the brand ambassador of the Edge Fund, the prop firm, Trend Genius, and we are in here on a Friday. A Friday. Man, one second. And man, last day to go into the week, going to the weekend green. Let's see what we got. V Brewer, good morning. New members, so glad to have you here with us. Smash that like button. Let's go. That's what's up. I think you still, V Brewer, I think you still rocking them Let's Go's from last night. Trinelli Nell, morning family. Ari Content, welcome. Good morning. This is becoming a part of my routine as I trade. LOL. Love it. I'm new to the trading community. That's what's up. Welcome. Glad to have you here. You're in the right spot. Earth Boy Forever, good morning. Let's get it. Motivation, good morning, my people. Heaven Enjoy Life, good morning. T. Pruitt, my brother, good morning. Empire Explained, morning. I opened the stream this morning and saw there was 64 likes already, but I couldn't interact with the chat. It took me a while to figure out what I was looking at yesterday's stream. That's too funny. Happy Friday to you, bro. That's funny. Stephen Brown, good morning. Ty, happy Friday. Jerry Jack, a.k.a. Mr. Payout in the building. Good morning. Chrissy, good morning. Beautiful, handsome people, absolutely. Thank you. Happy Friday, we made it, absolutely. Morbid Drifter, good morning. Blunt Machete, good morning. What up, my trade? What up, my trade genius? All my trade geniuses, got you. What's up? Sister Sneehall, good morning. You love the countdown? That's what's up. Sincere, good morning. Empire Explains, good morning again. Marmar, good morning. Happy Friday. Let's end the week green, y'all. Absolutely. Bettina Mayor, buenos dias. Latoya, Southside. Top of the morning, y'all. How y'all feeling about that trip with Mogul? How you feeling about that trip with Mogul? You know what? Even though I knew, it's so crazy. Like, I'm not, how would I say? I am not used to receiving. I'm always used to giving, right? And even though I told y'all what he told me yesterday, it really had totally slipped my mind. My mind is like in other places. I got like these two projects. I'm trying to get these two projects across the finish line. I ain't gonna lie, my mind has been on that. So when he said a fourth person, you know, I'm just sitting there. I did not even thinking about it. And then when he said Trend and he called out my real name, I was like, huh? Like it hit me. Then I was like, oh, he did text me and say, hey, bro, make sure you on stream. I got something to tell you. And I told y'all that yesterday, and it still slipped my mind. But man, I ain't gonna lie, man, I'm feeling pretty good about that. That's pretty dope, bro. I'm not used to, like I said, I'm not used to receiving anything. You know what I mean? Like I'm always used to giving, and that's not no complaint or nothing. That's just how it's just been in my life. I ain't tripping on that. If that's how my life is going to be, where I'm gonna be giving more than receiving, it is what it is. I ain't tripping at all. It is what it is. But I'm excited, man. It took me a little while to kind of process it. I was like, okay. But at the end of the day, I told him, this is over text message. I told him, I don't know if y'all remember on the summit, there's an image of him, and then he got like all his people behind him. Kabir, Kiana, I want to say Tasia, and one other person, Mr. Brooklyn, and I think it's them four back there. And then there's another, like, if you're looking at the image, it's him, and then it's them four. Then over his left shoulder, there's like just a silhouette, and it's no one, and it has a question mark. I told him, and I told Sunshine, I told both of them, I said, you know what? That's my spot. I said, call me Mr. I said, I'm gonna change my name to Mr. Question Mark. And they cracked up laughing. They was like, okay. So I'm already claiming that spot back there. So just to let it know, I'm about to be the next one. I'm about to be the next one up right there. That's what I said. So we'll see. But I'm definitely feeling good about that, man. It's gonna be cool. I told myself, man, I gotta go grab me, and I have a couple of suits, but I gotta go grab me. Like, I'm gonna go grab me like a really, really nice suit. I'm gonna go grab me something really nice. So for dinner and anything else that we have going on. So I got to do some shopping. Yep. But yeah. But that was pretty dope, man. I ain't gonna lie. I was super ecstatic. Q Grand Risings. Buenos dias, feliz viernes. Absolutely. I keep the Spanish coming, y'all. That's all I gotta say, because I read it just to. Moodinator, good morning from East Hampton, Connecticut, on my way home to Richmond. That's what's up. Todd, good morning. Shy, good morning. Absolutely, drive safe, brother. Serena, good morning. How are you, Trent? I'm doing good. Doing good. Can't complain. Lund, good morning. Jazz Rich, good morning. Hit the like, y'all. If y'all watching, a like is free. Thank you. All right, look. New member already, just, you know what I'm saying? She's like, I know I'm new, but I ain't new. I know what's going on here. I appreciate that, Ari, and everybody else. Y'all know I call y'all my like police. Y'all like, I'm gonna start calling y'all my like goons. Y'all like my goons. Like, y'all just come and just clean up the messes. But I appreciate y'all. All y'all, because we brewer be on it, everybody be on it. I appreciate y'all. Congratulations on your award last night, my guy. Proud of you, big bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, brother. Mr. Q, all praise to the Most High for another day to trade. Absolutely. Dante Kelvin, good morning to y'all. Good evening to me. That's what's up. Good morning, mi gente. Absolutely. J Royal, PT702FX, good morning. Let's see here. Regina, good morning. I got a free, not free. But Mogul is that's my mentor for my storage facilities, my storage facility, all my financial stuff. The summit that I have was inviting everyone to. He's flying me out. We're gonna go to dinner. We're gonna do some storage facility walkthroughs at one or a couple of his properties, and then something else. It's a few things. So but yeah, it should be pretty dope. Should be pretty dope. I guess I don't know where he's flying me out to. All the logistics, I'm sure I'll find that at some point. But yeah, so that's pretty dope. Good morning, Brick. Good morning. Happy Friday. Badavan. Happy Friday. Good to see you, my brother. For real. Yeah, for sure, Serena. I'm getting that one. I'm telling you, the one over his left shoulder. If y'all, it pops up towards, I think, at the beginning and at the end. It's a question mark right there. That's me. For real. You wearing Jordans? Absolutely. What? Hold on, I'm gonna put that on screen. Huh? Did you ask that? Absolutely. I was thinking either I was gonna wear some J's or I was gonna get some Louis. I'm wearing sneakers for sure. But I don't know if it's gonna be some J's or if it's gonna be some Louis. One of the two. But I'm definitely wearing some sneakers. But I was thinking Jordans, but then I was like, you know what, for this, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I might need to go grab some Gucci's or some Louis. Probably some Louis. I saw some nice brown Louis like last week. I think I might grab some Louis and get like a nice blue suit. Do like a little blue and tan type thing with some brown Louis. I think that's what I'm gonna do. But if it ain't that, it's definitely Jordans. That's why I was like, huh? Absolutely. You know what? I think you already knew that. Absolutely, V Brewer. Thank you, Sister Snehal. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. He said, hello, them tuxedo forces. You know what? That wouldn't be bad either. Can't never go wrong with no forces, right? For real. All right, let's keep going. Every boy forever said facts. April Lambert, happy Friday, love. That's what's up. Get a Gucci suit, treat yourself. You know what? I've really been considering thinking that. Thinking that. I've been considering doing that. But I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see what's up. Whatever I get, I'm gonna share it with y'all. I'm gonna go get something nice. I'm gonna spend some bread. Yeah, I'm gonna get that American Express Platinum and I'm gonna spend some bread. I'm trying to get to $95,000 spent on there anyway, because when you spend 95 bands on your American Express Platinum, you get free access to all the Centurion lounges. So anybody that know anything about the Centurion lounges, then you already know what I'm trying to do. Yeah. So I'm pretty close though. So, but yeah, definitely think about it. JR, good morning. Congrats on the opportunity. Enjoy yourself out there. Absolutely. Thank you, man. They don't know about your shopping life. Nah, they don't know. They don't know. Yeah. One day I'll show it. Jay, you know what's up. Yeah, it's crazy. But like this, in my room, I ain't gonna say I could barely walk, but I gotta move stuff around in my room. I got shoe boxes literally stacked this high. All the closets taken up, other closet taken up. Like, it's crazy. But anyway, I'm blessed. That's all I can say. And I work hard, so I deserve it. To Telly, good morning. The higher you go, the higher we go. Absolutely. Absolutely. I was in the lounge. It's dope. Yeah. That lounge is crazy. Centurion Lounge is crazy. The idea is to get the Centurion card. I have Admiral right now on. Oh, nice, Serena. That's what's up. That's dope. Yeah. That's dope. All right, let's jump to, I ain't even ask y'all. Let's audit our feelings. What's going on? Let's audit our feelings. So, Edgar Martinez, good morning. Let's do some emotion auditing. Let's get it. And then we'll jump to, while y'all doing that, I'm going to go over, we'll share a screen, but I need to know how y'all feeling. And we got about 3 minutes, so let's see here. Let's do a quick bias real fast. Oh, it's going to be a good one. So 5 to 9, 11, y'all know I got to show up clean. I can't show up not clean going to that, right? I got to show up clean. Like, for real. All right, so highest point Asia went would be here. Lowest point Asia went would be here. Highest point London went would be here. Lowest point London went would be here. So London did not take out Asia highs and or Asia lows. Come on now. And or Asia lows. So what does that mean, y'all? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? London did not sweep Asia highs or Asia lows. What does that mean? For the ones that may know. Robotic bleep bloop. If London does not sweep either, New York will be choppy. Shout out to Trinelli. Absolutely. She know what it is. Yep. So we're looking for the market possibly to be choppy. We're not married to this bias. It's just a gauging point. So it's just something for us to look at. Shout out to Trinelli though, for real. All right, so market is going to open here in seconds, actually. All right, let me make sure I got everything set. I already checked everything. 77, 77, 60. All right, cool. And let's move this up. Let's put this here. All right, so if this holds, I'll take the DS short because it started setting up at, my bad. If this holds, I'll take the DS short. It starts setting up at 627. If this fair value gap can hold. I do not like taking entries inside of reversal zones. So I'll take it from here. And stop loss will be here. Let's see here, what would that be? That would be high of 542. And this is 542. Damn, that's almost close to 100 points. Jeez Louise, 400 ticks. So that means I can take it on, if I took it on 3 micros, that would be That'll be 5. Yeah, that'll be 5. All right, cool. Dang it, I might have missed the entry. All right, cool. Dang, I might have missed the entry. That was quick. That was quick.
Order submitted.
All right, so I'm gonna take this. I missed that. I should have got in way sooner than I did. And I'm gonna put my, let's see here, stop loss would be here. Here is way too high. Stop loss will be here. Yes. So stop loss will be at 616. Yep. And that would be a buy stop.
Order submitted.
Yep. And I think I can take, we get tapped
Order
in.
filled.
All right, we're tapped in. I don't know why my handbell hasn't been going. I don't know what that's about. I'll take the base hit here.
Order submitted.
Yeah, I'll take the base hit there. And then I'll leave a runner in. All right, so let me open this up a little bit. So let's see what we get. So took the DS short. First target will be for me. I'm taking a base hit here at this low. I'm trimming 4 contracts, which is 80% of my position at that low there. And then I'm gonna let the runner run. Stop loss is right here at the most previous swing high, which is 616. So we'll see. We'll see what we get. Oh, dang it. What, are you serious? You're only copying one. How could you not copy? I got everything set up. Oh, that's so whack. That's so whack. So it's only one account, y'all. That's why I don't like setting it up like before time. Seem like when I don't know, seem like when I set it up early and it's sitting there for a while, I don't know. It's like it doesn't, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. That doesn't make any sense though. That's whack. That's so super whack, but it is what it is. How could you not? I have everything set up correctly. Yes, everything is set up. Everything is chosen. Man, poo, poo, poo. All right, let's see here. Yeah, everything is set up. Go here. I got the right account. Right account. It's on micros. Boy. Well, one account. One account. Trading one account is so like, so poo to me. Like, I feel like it's such a waste. I really do. I really feel like it's such a waste, like to trade one account. So, whatever. It is what it is. So, we're going to let that cook. So, entry is 28,542, 50. Stop loss is, actually, entry is 28,542. I had some slippage going on here by 2 ticks, whatever. Stop loss is 28,616 and look like it's coming for us. So, yep, it's coming for us.
Order filled.
Beautiful. I'm gonna clap for that one. Beautiful. So we go into the week red. Nice. Well, and we move on. Like literally, that's just how I feel. Beautiful. All right, so we go into the week red. Who cares? All right, next up. Let's get into this. So DS is now invalidated because it touched, let me go back to that. DS is now invalidated because it touched this daily level. So DS is done. Let me check the 15-minute. So we need a candle flip here to get a 15-minute banger, and I'm sure it's probably going to do that and then come back down like it did yesterday. Yep, nice. You're so wonderful, NQ. You're so wonderful. You're so beautifully wonderful. All right. And we move on. All right. So question of the day today is, what is outcome bias and how does it fool traders into thinking they are better than they are? What is outcome bias and how does it fool traders into thinking they are better than they are? Think about that. Think about that question. It's a good one. It's a really, really good one. After we do this, I'll be dropping the form for giveaways today. And let's see here. All right, I'll wait on that. All right, so what is outcome bias? And Hilton Osborne, good morning, good morning. What is outcome bias and how does it fool traders into thinking they're better than they are? April Lambert said paper trading. Thank you, Sister Sneak Hall. Appreciate you. Yep, hit that like button. Got my like police on point. For real, for real. Outcome bias. Even though you executed poorly, you end in profit. That can reinforce bad behavior. That's a good one. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, laser focus line. Absolutely. That's pretty good. So, outcome bias. Judging the quality of a decision by its result, not the process that led to it. So think about it. Judging the quality of a decision by its result, not the process that led to it. So we got a perfect example. What just happened right now? So I can't judge. That's why I was clapping. Like, good job. Because it was good job, even though that I may have was being facetious and that sounded sarcastic, I was still judging my process. I wasn't judging the outcome. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, that's all I can live with. I can live with my process, right? Your trade sets up, you take it, and you live with the results. So I was judging the quality. I wasn't judging the quality of the result. The result was the trade went against us, right? So I was actually judging what? The quality of my process. And my process was I took the trade exactly the way it was supposed to be taken. The strategy, excuse me. I took the strategy the way exactly it was supposed to be taken. I let it set up and I took it. Like the statement, do not marry to your bias. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So a lucky win, and I hate to use the word luck because I don't believe in it, but let's put it this way. A profitable trade that was executed on a bad setup may feel like skill, but that reinforces bad habits without you even realizing it, right? If you didn't follow a process, so like, give you a good example. Let's say you took a trade, you just jumped in a trade. No strategy, no nothing, right? And it hit like, let's say it hit like $1,000, $1,500, $800, something pretty nice, right? And you may think that that's skill, right? But what you don't understand is that by thinking that trade that you just took based on the profits that you made was good, that can reinforce bad habits to where now you think you're just going to just be jumping in trades and, you know what I'm saying, getting to the bag. Because there's no process there, right? And you want to grade your trades based on execution. Like execution quality, right? Regardless if it was a profitable trade or non-profitable trade, like that's how you want to, how would I say, grade your trades. Now, them being profitable, that's just going to be for your win rate. That's going to be for your probability ratios and all of that stuff. But you should be grading your trades based on, let me get back to main screen, based on your execution, not, we got 3 minutes and then that might close. Not based on execution, not if the trade was profitable or not profitable. Because remember, we are process-driven traders first. Only, I ain't gonna say first, only. Remember, the profits are a byproduct of what we do. That's the last result. So if, how could I say, don't fool yourself by thinking that you're doing that you're doing well, that your trading business is doing well based on the amount of profits that you're making, or even if it's non-profitable. You can't base it on that. As I stated, you have to base it on your execution. Were you disciplined? Did you follow your rules? Meaning that those strategy rules. Did you follow your trading rules? Meaning like if you have trading rules where you're like, yeah, I'm one and done, or I only take 2 max trades a day, or whatever that is, no FOMOing, no chasing entries, no revenge trading. Are you position sizing correctly? Are you making sure your leverage is straight? Are you exercising good risk management? Those are the things that you grade your trades on. And you have to be very careful about that. Because as I stated, if you're judging the quality of your trades based on the result, you're definitely headed down the wrong path. That's going to hurt you. And that's what we want to make sure that we don't do. Like, I don't care that the trade went against me. I really don't, because that doesn't matter. What matters is that I leveraged correctly. My risk was good. And also, I followed the strategy steps the way that it's supposed to go. And I waited. I was patient. I didn't force anything. I didn't jump in too soon. Like, I waited. That's all I can do. And that's how I have to judge my trades, right? Based on that. I can't judge them based on the fact that the trade went against me. That doesn't mean anything. We're not gonna be profitable on every trade. It's just the way that it works. You know what I'm saying? So think about that, because you don't want to fool yourself into thinking that your trades that you took were better than they really truly are, because you want to grade them based on execution, not on result. So let's jump back to screen share, and we've got about 20 seconds before this candle closes, and then we can see exactly what's going on here. So we got about 7 seconds. I really want this to close below this low. If it doesn't, yeah, see, I'm gonna be very apprehensive about taking. All right, so now we jump to the 5 minute, and we want this candle to close bullish, close and drawdown. Close and drawdown meaning that it's closing in the opposite direction that we are going to take our trade. We already know that we know that since the 15-minute banger set up, it's going to be sells, because 615 candle was bearish, 630 candle was bearish. So now the trade is on. But what we want is, we want this candle on the 5 minute, this one right here, to close bearish. And then we will jump back to the 15 minute, place our entry right at the close of this candle, which would be 28.45, and then allow price to come back down, pick us up, and continue going in that direction For me, if I don't get a 5 minute, if this candle does not close in the next 3 minutes and 50 something seconds and counting, I won't be taking a trade. I like to take the 15-minute banger when this 5-minute candle closes in drawdown. That's the more high probability trade for me and for this strat. So this is how we do it. So we know that the 615 candle is the first candle that's going to print. So we know that's going to depict the way that we're going, right? The direction. The 630 candle has to close in the same direction as the 615 candle. Then once we got that, we know the trade is on. Now, immediately when this candle closes, we jump to the 5-minute, and we want this candle right here to close in drawdown. So we got to wait another 5 minutes after this candle closes. The 630 candle. Jump to the 5-minute, wait for this candle to close and drawdown, meaning the candle has to fully close, meaning it has to go through the full 5 minutes. We want to close above, and then we jump back to the 15-minute, place our entry right at the close of this candle, which is, like I said, 28.45. Stop loss will be 28.622, so that's almost 200 points. Times 4, 800 ticks. So even with one micro, that's still a $400 risk. So with 2 micros, it's roughly an $800 risk. It's like 7 and change. I just round it up. I do that just to get an idea of where I'm at. I don't need to know if it's 780. If it's close to 800, that's still a lot. If it's in the 700s, that's still a lot. So I know I need to scale down. So if I did decide to take it, I probably would only go in with 1 micro. I want to count some more. I'm on my big accounts, right? I actually can go in on 2 micros, but I don't like $800 risk, yo. I just don't. And with this looking left, right? You can see what? This is going all the way back to June 9th, right? Which is over a month ago. We can see that price kind of been playing in this area. Let me go even further. What is this? This is way back in May. But that was bullish. That was bullish move. We know what? That price is playing this area, kind of taps out in this area, and then it's possibly going back, could be going back up. So just to err on the side of caution, that's why I always say look left. So I don't think that I'll be taking this. Let's see here. And if I do, let's see here. 1-to-1, what would be 1-to-1? Let's figure that out right now. What would be 1-to-1? We still got, oh no, we don't have any more time. That's about to close. If I did take it, I would take profit somewhere. Like I'll take a base hit somewhere here, and then let a runner run. But I would have to do that on 2 micros. That's still putting me at an $800 risk. All right, jump back to the 15. It just closed. And let's see here. 2, that's an $800 risk. Entry's already gone already. So it's cool. I'm not about to take it. I'm not tripping. I have no problem sitting on my hands. And it's probably gonna end up going too. Yep. That's the nature of how this goes. Exactly. Of course you would. Of course you would. Let's see, what are we gonna do here? Yep, so anyone that's in it, kudos to you. But yeah, I'll sit on my hands. I ain't tripping. I'm going into the week red anyway. Thank goodness only on 1 account. I'm going to shut it down. I'll shut it down. Shut it all down. Shut it down. Shut it all down. I have no problem shutting it down. Yep. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Definitely would have. I definitely would have took a base hit there, and then, well, I'd have probably went in on only one micro, so I would just took my base hit and been done. But it is what it is. So I'm moving on. All my accounts are logged out of. I'm about to close my copy trader. I'm done for the day. Like I said, thank goodness I only took a hit and I only paid a business expense in one of my accounts. So it is what it is. And look like 15-minute banger is going to hit 1-1. Or close to it. Yep, that's dope. All right, cool. I'm moving on. So going back to, it's kind of running back through question of the day. Just remember, judging the quality of a decision by its result, not the process that led to it, is what we call outcome bias. Thank you, boy, you something else. That's all I got to say. Thank you, something else. Boy, you something else. Lucky, how would I say I hate to use the word luck. How would I say, a non-structured win on a bad setup may feel like skill, but it reinforces bad habits without you realizing it. So the fix is you want to grade every trade based on execution, quality, independent of whether the trade was profitable or not profitable. Laser focused mind. So if the way it works with the 15-minute banger, if you missed your entry and price does not come back to tap you in and it goes 1-1, then the trade is done. I would not keep my entry there because 1-1 is where we would take profit on the trade. So there it is. There it is. There it is. I definitely, regardless of what the trade was doing, I should have took it because I know when your trade sets up, you take it. But whatever. I decided to sit on my hands. It's all good. But I hope whoever took it, like it was a good trade to take, regardless of the fact that I didn't take it. So yeah. So, but yeah, laser focused mind. So like as I stated, if you have your limit order set there on the 15-minute banger and it hits 1-1, that's when you go ahead and the trade is done. You know what I'm saying? You can consider it invalidated at that point and go ahead and just exit cancel your limit order. And it already hit 1-1. Yep. All right. So that's it on the question of the day. Let me go ahead and get this form going. And where are we? Which is the reason why you always want to take your setup every time that it sets up. So even though I didn't take it, I'm still going to, give you what's real. And what's real is that you always take your trade whenever it sets up, no matter what the situation is. So, where are we? Here. Let's clear all of these. Settings. Responses. Yep. Allow. Yep. Coding management. Yep. All right, let's manage this. Let's go through. Let's clear all of these first. I'm just getting this form set up. All right, so All right, so let's manage this. And we're going to, come on now. Let's go here and let's set. So let's set this for, I'll give everybody, you'll have like till 7:15. Well, excuse me, 10:15. I'm thinking about my time. And let me save that. Today is the 24th. Yes, it is. Save. And let's see here. Save. All right, cool. So I'm dropping the link. And when I drop the link, I'm dropping it right now. You have until 7:15. Everybody has to fill it out in order for you to be entered into the giveaway. What's going on with mine? Why did it not pop in? Okay. Let's try this again. All right, there's the link. You'll have until 7:15. At 7:15, the form closes, and there it is. So go ahead and fill it out. And y'all know how we rock. So while y'all doing that, I'll go ahead and get into tip of the day. So today I really just messed up my probability ratio because I should have taken a trade and I didn't. Y'all getting them responses in quick, huh? Them things. And remember, on these accounts, when you get a free account, the account is free for the duration of the account. All right? So you don't have to ask that question, do I got to pay when the month comes and all that? Like, when the account is free, it's free for the duration of the account. All right. So, tip of the day. Tip of the day today is something we always talk about. Build a shutdown ritual at the end of each trading session. Don't just close the platform and walk away. Build a shutdown ritual at the end of each trading session. Don't just close the platform and walk away. Remember, this has a lot to do with what? Us being repetitive, us making sure that we are moving in a routine, right? Donna, I got your message too last night. When I looked up, you was already gone, but yeah, all good. No worries. Thanks for just tapping in and checking out the information. Let's see here. So let's get to that. I had some notes. Let me get to my notes. Notes. Where are we at? Here we go. All right. So build a shutdown ritual at the end of each trading session. Don't just close the platform and walk away. A shutdown ritual. Give you an example. You log out, you journal, right? You log your trades. Do your journaling, right? If you're going to journal, write it down. And then go ahead and if you're going to journal on your chart, you can also journal on your chart. I showed y'all how to do that by using the text tools, right? You can use these arrows to point at different things. Come on now. You can use like arrows to point at different things, right? Then you can use this tool. Let's say you want to say what this is, right? Then you can add text. You can say, this was, I'm just making this up. Just giving y'all some examples. Market structure shift, hypothetically speaking. Or it was whatever it is that you're trading. It was, let's say, say you're trading the HSS and you're like the perfect doji that you need to have, right? Because I know you need that doji has to be bigger than the candle before it to enter in, right? You can say something like that, or you can be like two flat bottom momentum candles, something like that, or whatever it is. You got all these tools. That's what they're here for. That's why I love TradingView. You can also do other things. You have like the trend line tool. You can do trend line stuff, right? And then you could do a trend line, and then you can do your text box there, and you can say what this is. It was a squeeze or whatever it was. But you can use also, I would also recommend, like I said, not just having a written journal, but also you can also journal on your chart. And when you journal on your chart, it stays there. And you can always go back and see it. So you have a couple of things you can look at. You know what I'm saying? Maybe on your chart, you're using arrows and the text feature to highlight your trade on what everything was, right? All your different steps. And then your journal will be like talking about the entry price, talking about like what you were feeling, if there's any emotion, like all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's another way that you can also, journal. But I'm just saying, like, all this is a part of the ritual, right? Of the ritual of when you're ending your day. I end my day the same way every day. You know what I mean? So, because remember, you want to create a psychological boundary, right? Meaning between your trading mode and then whatever you're going to move into after that. So, the main thing that this is for, it's critical for your mental health. Mental health is very important. That's why it's good to have routines, especially in trading. You know what I'm saying? It's also a way to decompress, because once you go through this little ritual and you're done, and then you log off everything, you're done. You've journaled on your charts, you've journaled you wrote in your journal, you did everything that you did from a ritual perspective, and then you're moving on. And that's what you want to do. You want to create that habit. You want to create that routine, and you want to do the same thing every day. We talk about being robots, right? In our trading game. So we always want to show up on the charts doing the same thing. And then we also want to end our day doing the same thing. So just keep that in mind. Think about it. If you don't decompress, you can possibly carry like the session's emotions into the next day or into the rest of the day. You know what I mean? And that can do what? That can cause you to, how would I say, compound poor decisions. So you want to keep those things in mind. You always want to make sure that you start the same way and you end the same way every single day. Remember, trading is probably 90% psychology, 10% application. Literally. It might be 95-5, but we know it's at least 90% psychology. All of this plays into the psychology part. So it's very, very important. Build a shutdown ritual, just like you build a startup ritual, like the way you sit down. When I sit down, I pretty much do the same things every day. Now, things have changed since I've done the live stream, but prior to live streaming, I had this exact ritual every day. And that's what I follow. Since the live stream, things have changed a little bit because I'm juggling other stuff outside of like doing stuff on the charts and all of that. But I'm still making sure that I still start and end the same way. And I'm still working at fine tuning that ritual. I've only been live streaming for what, since February. So about a good 5 months, right? Something like that. Yeah, I guess you can say 5 months. That's fair. Where are we at? Yeah, the 24th. That's crazy. It's exactly 5 months today to the day. I started February 24th. That's right. That was a Tuesday. So today is July 24th. So 5 months. So I'm still fine tuning that versus I was 2 years in February of 24 of trading. So think about how much longer I had to build a routine. So I'm still, figuring that out. Yep. Whatever your ritual is, whatever that is. If you want to log off first and then journal, I like to log off when I'm done. That's one of the things I like to do. When I know I'm done trading, I log off. Keep my charts up, but I log out of my accounts, turn my copy trader. Sometimes the copy trader might be on, but I definitely make sure I log out of my accounts. I do that first before anything. I think that's just something healthy to do. I don't want to see anything and something trigger my mind and I think, oh, let me jump in. Like, no, ain't no jumping in. So I shut it down immediately. So we only got 38 responses and we have 61 viewers. I'm gonna drop the link one more time. We're giving away 5 free accounts, and you have to fill out this form in order to get those. So, Marie, hi, welcome. Yep, and I'm telling you, you'd be surprised. The journal is good. Like, just imagine if you had a digital journal, right? Then you had a written journal, and then you journaled on your chart. Like on your chart, you're just gonna put like what you did. Like, this was my entry, this is my stop loss. And then you can put other things like whatever other things that you had. Like if you're trading the HSS, right? And you could put like my two flat bottom candles, 2 momentum candles. My doji was bigger than, you know what I'm saying? Or if you're trading the DS, you can put like market structure shift, a candle that with a little text box, MSS, and you can put fair value gap, boom, entry was here, boom, stop loss was here with a little arrow, or your little text box, TP was here. Like you'd be surprised on how invaluable that stuff is. And then you go back, just like I always talk about going back and reading your journal on Saturdays. You can go back, and when you're reading your journal, every day you can look at the chart and correspond it to that day. If you didn't take a trade, then you could even put on your, if you're journaling on your chart, you could just put no trade, sat on my hands. And of course, in your journal, you're gonna put no trade, sat on your hands, and then put why. Price was choppy, my strategy did not set up, whatever the case was. But you want to journal everything. That's what a journal is. Think about a journal just like if you had a journal for your personal self. What do you do in your journal personally, right? People that have journals, they write in their journal every day of everything that went on that day. I got in trouble by my mom grounded me, whatever. Whatever. Just think about that. It's just keeping an account of everything that you have going on that day, no matter what it is. You don't journal just because you took a trade. No, you don't have to take a trade to journal. You journal to just have the data of what happened that day. So if you went, like I can go on my journal and I can go back and I can look back like last year and I could read my journal and be like, oh, on this day, this happened. Oh, okay, cool. You know what I mean? I know what happened that day. Didn't take a trade, took a trade went against me, like all that stuff. So just the shutdown ritual is all a part of that, especially at the end, because you're not going to journal when you first start, right? But a shutdown ritual, definitely you want to have your journaling in there. So just think about it. I'm just, giving some ideas, giving some different ways to, how would I say, he said, come on now, you're messing with the odds. Nah, everybody got to get opportunity to get in there. That's funny. All right, cool. So, Marvin Mensa, what's up? What's up? I will take someone else's entry if they don't want it. I'm going to drop the link one more time. And after this, I'm not dropping anymore. You'll have to scroll up. So then you have 4 minutes to fill out the form and get it in. We got 70 something viewers and only 40 responses. So I guess, hey, people don't want no account. That's cool. It's all good, all good, all good. All good. It's only right. Exactly. Got to give everybody opportunity. So, but yeah, so just keep that in mind. Just make sure that you have a ritual. Make sure that you are decompressing and you are moving on to whatever. Like once you get up, hey, that's on them, Todd, for real. Once you get up from your trading, wherever you trade at, your station, your desk, whatever it is, at that point you should be done, literally done for the day. When I get up from here, I'm done with trading. Now, of course, I have to, because I'm still, I still got to work for the inner circle, and I still got to do my work for not too much in the hedge fund Discord, but hey, I heard that. I still have to do, but I'm saying as far as like my trading day, like it's over. Like when I get up from here, I'm not even thinking about my trades or anything like that. I'm done. For real. Guess I got to put this up there. Would only be right. If you don't hit that like button, don't hit that link. Hey, I can't be mad. I can't be mad at that statement. I can't be mad at that statement at all. For real. Can't be mad at that statement. I heard that. All right, so let's go ahead and get that off. And just remember, y'all, these tips of the day and questions of the day are very, very good. It's funny how people will come on and will not like some people just, they won't like. It's funny, that cracks me up. Like the more and more I think about it, even though I know that one time I went a little rogue on the chat about that. And but when I think about it, like it's super funny. Like I don't know, I feel like people that don't do that, they must be like mad in their own life. I'm at the blasted job. I like the new discounted prices and plan to pick up a couple, so I will give my friends a better chance. Oh, this account is free, Donna. Jump in there. Yeah, jump in there. Get this free account. Hey, that's a good rule. That's a good I didn't say rule. That's a good tool. Ty said maybe use the manual lock option in TradeGheenyuz to prevent from overtrading if you're having issues with your discipline. That's a very, 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 very very good tool to use. I don't trade on TradeGheenyuz, but for the ones that do, that's an option. That is definitely an option. But yeah, I crack up about that because I think about like when I go on other people's pages, like when I'm doing something, I don't care. I just like immediately. You know what I mean? Like, especially if I know I'm gonna get some value. Now, for someone that's new and I'm just checking something out, that's something different. You know what I'm saying? But if like I'm going to a page where I'm gonna get some information and I know I'm gonna get some information off that page, I'm gonna like, that's the first thing I'm gonna do. Like, it don't hurt me to just like you on their page, you're getting something from them. You know what I mean? So, you know, I don't know. It's just a trip with that, how some people are. I feel like people that are like that, they just angry. Because you have to be angry to not want to like something, especially when you're getting some value from it. I don't care if it's one thing you're getting, if it's like one sentence or it's one word, you know what I mean? Like, what's the big deal? Like, just like it. I don't understand. I just don't. All right, so this form is closed. We have 42 responses. And I'm going to copy those. Bam, bam, copy. I'm going to put those into our wheel of names. So we got 42 responses and we got 42 entries. So that's up. So you entered? Okay, cool. I hope you did. Yeah, always enter. Don't trip on that. Yeah, enter. Always enter. Don't worry about that. Just enter. You know what I'm saying? Give yourself an opportunity to get something. I recommend everybody to enter. These are free. And they're free for the duration of the account. So if you get an account, it's free. You ain't got to worry about anything. So when you see where it says canceled subscription, that's why you see that. How a couple people reach out to me, like, just don't worry about that. Just trade the account. And there it is. If you can get to the bag on it, cool. If you can't, no harm, no foul. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, T. Pruitt. I think it's because, I don't know, like I said, people, I just think sometimes like people just be angry. That's the only thing I could think is like, why would you not like want to like? Like, what's wrong with a like and a subscription? That ain't even hurting you. Like, it's really like click, literally. You don't even take no time out of your day. You got to be super angry or super like, and I say angry because I don't even know what other word. Is it hateful? I don't know. But I'm just saying angry, like to just not, you know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, if someone forgets to hit the like button, that's different, right? That's totally different. If they know, like most people that know, like when you go to a page or you go to something, like if you're going to check something out, like if you don't like it, cool. Don't like it. But for the most part, if you're coming to something like this, you already know you're going to get some kind of value. It's something that everyone gets every day from this. That's something I've come to understand. Every day somebody gets something from this. Every day somebody gets something. And I know it's more than that, but I'm just dumbing it down like, you know, worst case scenario. I know worst case scenario, at least one person is getting something. At least. Even though I know it's more, but I know at least one person is getting something. So I'm delivering. And then there's times where I over deliver. I feel like I over deliver every day. And I'm almost probably would have to, I don't think anyone on this call would disagree with me that I over deliver every day. That was the whole point. And that ain't me tooting my own horn. I'm saying like, I'm doing that. And I'm just saying, hey, give me a like, subscribe. I ain't say become a member. You don't have to become a member. That's your choice when it comes to spending your money. Spend your money how you want to. All I'm saying is I'm asking for the like and a subscription. So I don't understand why it's so difficult. But you know what? You got to let people be who they are. The only thing I can think. You know what I mean? God bless them. That's all I can say. So like I told y'all, we have 42 responses. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel I need to show this. I'm going to show this one time and I'm going to leave it alone. So y'all see 42 responses. And I ain't gonna never show this again, but I just wanted to show y'all so y'all know I ain't no high cap. And y'all already know me better than that though, anyway. And then y'all see that we have 42 entries, right? 42. Let me move my little floor model TV, no remote with the aluminum foil on the antennas. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I truly think so. How do I say your name? The On B. I think it's the On B 5516. But yeah, that's the only thing I can think. Yeah, it doesn't make no sense. They don't want you to know they're getting gain from you. Some people's identity are a result of getting it on their own, which is living in denial. Ooh, good point. See, that's why I gotta have. That's why I gotta have. I gotta keep Chrissy. I gotta keep you around, Chrissy. When I get, excuse me. When I get to, excuse me. When I start getting to these, when these properties start getting better and better, I'm gonna have to build me a team. And yeah. So yeah, Chrissy, like I say, I think I'm gonna call you the brain. I don't know if I can't. Are you Pinky or are you the brain? I think you're the brain. Yeah. You're the brain for real. Because not only are you getting like trading stuff, I'm also giving you life stuff too. You know what I'm saying? So charge me, I'll pay. I just started watching this week and I've learned more about myself through your principles than anything else. Thank you. That's what's up, man. I appreciate that. All right. What Bottom say? You are not just a trading coach for us, you're a life coach for us, just so you know it. So there are definitely more than one person who gets value here. Absolutely. I appreciate that, Bottom. That's why I say I try to over deliver. And you know what? The more and more that I think about this in general, I think about like, this is not just a trading channel. Even after us going to be pivoting in the members only stream, this is really like a trading lifestyle channel. Like I've been playing a lot of different things in my head on how to bring everything together. So yeah. So, I'm just kind of going into your statement, Bottom, and like, absolutely. You know what I mean? Nah, y'all all go at it all wrong. They scared of Eric. Guess I'll be Pinky then. Get your consulting fees scheduled together, Chrissy, for real. Yeah, Chrissy, I got to keep you around, Chrissy, for real. I got to, just like how Ramel built his team, like I'm going to eventually have to build my team. You know what I mean? For real. Where we all can get to the bread. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I've been thinking about all of these things because all of that stuff is going to happen. All right, so let's get these accounts. All right, so let's see here. I don't even want to look at it. I will click now. All right, let's go. First one. Ooh, B. Washington again. Dang, bro. What kind of, man, you gotta, hold up. Man, you gotta, True that, Chrissy. B. Washington again. Dang, bro. Man, I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at you. Shout out to B. Washington. That's dope. All right, let's remove B-Dub. All right, cool. That is crazy. Sin is sitting on your name, bro. It's sitting on your name. All right, we going to, right? That's what I said to him. Like, dang. Oh, of course, Chrissy. Not only that, you got good heart. I already know you're a good human. Samarian Jones. That's what's up. Shout out to you. Right. Let's go ahead and save this. Remove you. Please make sure y'all DM me. Just say, yo, Trent, I want an account today, just so y'all can have y'all at the top, and it just makes it easier for me, so I ain't got to try to find y'all. Just DM me. Y'all know how we rock. All right, so next one. Oh, it's sitting on you, Dante. Sitting on you, fam. Let's see what we got. So we got 2. We're going to rock 3 more. Y'all know these are 50K accounts, TEF. What do we got? Stephen Brown. Oh, for God I live. Oh, I love that. That's dope. Shout out to For God I Live, 86. I love it. That's a dope email name, for real. All right, that's 3. All right, let's add it again. 2 more. That's what's up. Appreciate you. I see you. Oh, what? This is crazy, V Brewer. V Brewer, shout out to you, bro. Oh my goodness. I don't know what's going on, man. I think this wheel of name is just like certain names or something like that. V Brewer, shout out to you, my brother. All right, last one. Let's rock. Let's rock. That is too funny. Let's rock. Okay, A Faison at netzero.net. Congrats to you. And shout out to our 5 winners. Shout out to y'all. For real. That's dope. All right, cool. Was that right? Yeah, that's right, right? Yeah, that's right. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. 37 and 5 is 42 because if I remove him. Yep. Okay, cool. All right, well, congrats to all of y'all. Please make sure y'all send me a DM me, Discord. Always remember, when I say DM, y'all, just always remember Discord. So DM me on Discord. Jerry Jack, you wow. He said net zero still a thing, right? That's so funny. That is funny. I mean, that email's been around for a minute. That's what's up. Yeah, I didn't even know that. For real. But yeah, congrats to Jerry Jack, you are funny, brother. He said, is that still a thing? The emoji was killer. Yep. Get to the bag. But yeah, y'all. So that was cool. We're gonna be doing it, like I said, every week. Next week we're gonna do members only giveaways next week. So next week we're gonna do members only. So it'll be just for the members. I don't care if we got 10 people in the room. It don't even matter. So I never say what day. I just decide that day, or you know what I'm saying? Or like yesterday I said tomorrow because of course Friday was the last day. So if we didn't do it no other day, then y'all know it's gonna pop in today. But excuse me, next week for sure. We will be, he said, old head. Y'all making fun of me. That is too funny. Y'all is hilarious, man. That is funny. That's so funny. That is too funny. Man, he said, I'm a beginner. What platform do you recommend to start out with? When you say what platform, hope I'm saying this right, DIJ store? What platform do you mean? Do you mean trading platform? Backtesting platform? I'm not sure. Be specific. Let me know what you mean. I didn't know it's still AOL stuff. But hey, now that is old if you remember AOL. That is old. I remember AOL. I ain't never had it, but I remember it. I remember the name. I remember being around. I definitely remember it. Nah, we are acknowledging your wisdom and experience. Ah, look at Chrissy. Chris said, I'm going to clean it up. Chris said, I'm going to clean it up. Right? Ain't morbid. Y'all are hilarious. That's too funny. He said, is net zero still a thing? That is funny. But congratulations to all the winners, man, for real. Give a clap for me. That's what's up. Todd said, I still use my AOL email. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I have, like, all my Gmail emails, net zero want a free account. I heard that. Like, my Gmail emails are like my personal stuff. Like, I got one for banking. I got one for traveling. I have one for trading. I have different emails for different things, right? But I have 2 Yahoo emails. My Yahoo emails, they're strictly for like junk stuff, straight up. Strictly for like junk stuff. When I say junk stuff, like if I'm gonna go and like, you know how you sign up for like reward stuff? That's what I use like them Yahoo emails for stuff like that. How to prevent myself from strategy hopping. You got to give it one strategy and you got to stick with it. Hold on, let me do this. Who was that? That was, what was that? That was, DIJ store. What platform are you speaking of? Are you speaking of a trading platform? Are you speaking of a backtesting platform? Are you speaking of a prop firm platform? Be specific and let me know. And then, let's see here. Oh, Hilton. So how do you prevent yourself from strategy hopping? The first thing is when you find a strategy, you need to back test it going back 3 years. That's the first thing that you have to do. And first of all, I would say, get a strategy that's already proven. Like, get a strategy that's already proven. Meaning someone's been eating off the strategy. Like someone that's reputable, someone that you know is truly reputable, that actually been making money off the strategy. I'm talking about not just making money, but I'm saying like they're eating off the strategy, like a strategy that they've been trading. Get the strategy, go back test it going back 3 years, and then forward test it, and then forward test it for at least 2 to 3 months, right? Then you'll have the data and the analytics to even understand what if that strategy is gonna work for you. It should. You don't have to come up. I wouldn't advise anyone to try to come up with their own strategy. For what? For what? It's plenty fire strategies around here that you can trade and you can eat off of. You just got to make sure that you learn how to implement it and you implement it correctly. You know what I'm saying? And you know how to, when I say implement it, not just put your entry, but know how to leverage, know how to position size it. When you have a huge stop loss or a small stop loss, like that's what the back testing is going to show you, because you're going to take close to 700 trades, probably over 700, close to it. But anyway, the point is you got to do that first. Back test it going back 3 years and then demo trade it. Then once you do that, you're going to have a clear understanding of how well this strategy works and works for you. And then at that point, you got a strategy. Now, the next thing to do is you want to, once you demo trade it in your demo trading account, you want to see some gains. I always say double your account. If you start your account at 25K, you want to double it to 50K. And if you can do that from back testing the strategy and now forward testing, which is demo trading it, and you can double the amount of your account in your demo trade account, you're ready for live trading. And then that right there, that lets you know you ain't got a strategy hop. You got one. You got one. That's how you do it. That's how I advise everyone to do it. That's the only way to do it. There is no other way. Now, once you've mastered that strategy, like you've been trading it for, I don't know, 5-6 months live, and you doing very well with it, and you feel that, okay, I can bring in another strategy that maybe I can trade during a different time than when this strategy shows up. You know what I mean? Because depending on the strategy, it's going to have its times, right? So, or if it's just something that you want to add, then you want to do the same thing again. Get the strategy, back test it going back 3 years, demo trade it, which is your forward testing. You want to double your account. Like I said, if it's account is 25,000, you want to double it to 50. If it's 50, you want to double it to 100. And then you can tell yourself, you know what? I know for a fact, based on my back testing, based on my demo trading, doubling my account, I am ready to live trade this strat. No one needs to tell you that. That's why that is so simple. The hard part is, not for you, but I'm saying for a lot of traders, is just doing the work. But once you do that, that's the cheat code. No one even has to tell you. You don't need to ask no coach. I just gave you the cheat code. You don't have to ask no one. If you do what I said and you get into your demo, you back test it going back 3 years, you get into your demo account, you flip your demo account, you double it, you know you're ready for live trading. You know you're ready for live trading. It's that simple. What we got? Is it bad if I pass Apex account in one trade at the open? It's not bad, but that's not realistic. I'm not saying you didn't do it. I'm saying it's not realistic for the live environment. I mean, if you did, cool. I've passed the Apex account in 2 trades before. Yeah, but It's not, that's why I say it's not bad. It's just not realistic for the live environment. But there are times where that can happen. You get in a trade and it just happened to go and you holding, and it's just going. I mean, hey, like, I wouldn't say exit. You know what I mean? Pass that thing. Or if it's a funded, get that bread. You know, so, but it can happen. But like I said, it ain't bad. It's just not realistic to the live environment. But if you pass the account, dope. You know what I'm saying? Dope. For real, for real. Shout out to you for passing the account. But just understand when you get into, my point is, just don't be looking to do that in your live account. Like, understand, like, that can happen, but that's not going to be everyday trading. You know what I'm saying? Just keep that in mind. That's all. Just so, because I don't want anyone to think because that something like that happened that just don't expect that. You know what I mean? That was like a unicorn, but it can happen. That's for sure. I was actually shocked. He said my name correctly on the first try. All my life, people mispronounced it. More, my mom used to be so mad. She like people trying to call the house. Yo, what time frame should I test it on? That depends on the strategy. That's why I say you got to get a strategy that's already proven. So think about it. If the strategy is traded on the 1 minute, you're going to test it on the 1 minute. If the strategy is traded on the 15 minute, then you got to test it on the 15 minute. You have to do exactly when you back test. Remember, you're using an existing strategy. You're new, right? So you're not in no capacity to come up with your own strat. So you need to find a strategy of what someone is already doing. Find out the time frame. Get everything about the strategy that you need to learn about it. And then you're going to take those same steps, those same rules, and you're going to do the same thing. So that's going to be dependent upon the strategy. Remember, you're doing it. When you backtest a strategy, you're backtesting it identically the way that it's traded in the live market. So just keep that in mind. No matter what time frame it is, if it's, like I said, if it's traded on the 15-minute time frame, then you're going to be backtesting on the 15-minute time frame. You're going to do it exactly the same way. Yeah, Christy, I had all three, but Nextel was where it was at. Yeah, I had my Nextels. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know why I never got rid of my AOL, but I do use it as a junk email for over 3. Yeah, that's what I use it for. My Yahoos for that. See member Sunday and everyone else on Monday. Take time to backtest this weekend. That's what's up, T Pruitt. Have a good weekend, my brother. FYI, backtesting 3 years sounds long, but you can't get through a year in 2 to 3 days. But you can get through a year and say, hey, if you get frustrated, it may not be the trade for you. Good point. Look at that. This little brainiac child right here. Jeez Louise. And I say that with all positivity and all grace. This little brainiac. I say, Chrissy, I gotta keep you around. When I ain't on point, I just got to just look at you and you're gonna be like, yeah, whoop, 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 Trent. You're right. You got it. I got it. Chrissy's so freaking smart. Oh, you were not cool until you could direct, right? That's so true. That's so true, Jerry Jack. I remember I had my Nextels. The funny thing is my mom worked at Nextel. Yes, she did. She worked at Nextel. She was a district manager over, I think, like 6 stores or 7 stores, 5 to 7 stores. I want to say 6. Yeah, I had a Nextel. I had everything. And I was young. People was like, man, how you got? Don't worry about it. You see me and be talking. Yep. 300K is amazing. That is before platform started charging for storage. Right, exactly. My thing with backtesting is that I do it, but on TradingView, with every 2 to 3 trades I do, it restarts and loses. Yes. So, Anna, you have to use, you're welcome, Hill, no problem. Anna, you have to use FX Replay. You want to use FX Replay. I'm going to give you the link to that. That's the only, FX Replay is the only platform that I recommend backtesting for a plethora of reasons, literally a plethora of reasons. I mean, that is, like I said, that is the only one that I recommend, and not because I'm going to give you this code. It's because I've been using them for over 2 years, And I just started a partnership with them about month and a half ago, something like that. And they're good at what they do. There's nothing better than that. TradingView, the replay option on TradingView, it's cool. Don't get me wrong, but it's not going to give you what FX Replay is going to give you. You know what I'm saying? FX Replay, you can go back 3 years. You can create different sessions for different strategies, and you can go back and you can. It's just 100 times better. That's the best way I can put it. So I'm going to drop this link and go get it. Get your 30% off. And that's a tool that you want to have. That is the only tool. I'm not gonna say the only tool. I didn't mean to say it that way. That is the best tool that you can have in your trading toolbox is FX Replay. And I'm not just saying that because I'm in partners with them. Like I said, I've had that subscription for over 2 years, and I paid the $30 a month every month. That is one of the best subscriptions I can have. Actually, as crazy as this may sound, FX Replay subscription is better than your TradingView subscription. Yes, and I know somebody be like, well, dang, Trent, I need TradingView to trade. Right, but you need FX Replay to even be able to execute a good trade. That's the prerequisite to even being able to trade. If you ain't got no good strategy, TradingView ain't doing nothing for you. If you ain't practicing your strategy, if you ain't executing it right, TradingView ain't doing nothing for you. Let's be real. What's TradingView doing for you? It's just allowing you to trade that strategy you ain't good at. I hate to say it that way, but it's just facts, right? So what is FX Replay going to do for you? FX Replay is a tool that you're going to be able to sharpen your skill, where you're going to be able to really, truly take whatever strategy it is that you're learning, and you're going to be able to master executing that strategy, literally. Literally. So there it is. And I just dropped it. About to hit these weights, family. I'll see my Money Master Cruise Sunday afternoon. And everyone have a great day. Absolutely. When the I-95 dropped, it was legendary. Oh yeah, the Nextel, yes, I had that too. That flip. I had the silver one with the blue. I had the the I-95. I forgot what the style of it was, but I had that one. I had everything. I'm telling you, I was having phones every week. I had I'm about to make y'all really laugh. What brokers do? Got you. Okay, let me get back up. Let me make sure I don't miss that. Let's see here. Let me get back up. Okay. See, I didn't even know they started charging for storage. Yeah, they did. Yep. The brain, right? Nextel was the era, for real. My Nextel was also my first color phone. I had the i860. I remember the i860. That was the best, right? That was me with my BlackBerry. My sister's company gave her a new one every year, so I got the old joints. That's dope. Yes, trading platform. Trading platform, I recommend TradingView. DIJ store, I recommend TradingView. For a trading platform, for a broker, I recommend Tradeovate. And you can connect your Tradeovate to TradingView. So Tradeovate always as your broker, not just for your live account, but also for all of your prop firm accounts. So when you go to purchase a prop firm account, they're going to ask you what broker. Always choose Tradeovate. I don't care if it's Tradeovate prop, just make sure it says Tradeovate. And pretty much all of them, minus TEF, because TEF is set up a little bit different. TEF, and I'm not going to even mention the other because I don't like them. But TEF, when you get an account through TEF, you trade through their dashboard, and their dashboard is on TradingView. So so you always want to select Tradeovate when you're purchasing other prop firms. And you'll always be able to connect your Tradeovate to TradingView. So TradingView, you're going to need a subscription. Tradeovate will be your broker. And I would say that's also what you use to do your demo trading. Let me see here. I have a video that'll give you a little in-depth on that. Let me get there. That'll help you, which is this one, how to set it up. And it's wrong. We're going to go here, here. We're going to get the shareable link. All right, so here's a link. Check out this, watch this video. DIJ store. And that'll definitely help you. I'm gonna make y'all laugh. Remember that? Remember the brick, the Motorola brick, and then they had the half brick. I even had one of those. I was a teenager, and I had that. People was like, "Man, how you get a phone?" Like, don't worry about that. I'm gonna make y'all laugh. I didn't even have a car, and I had a bag phone. Y'all remember them bag phones they had in the cars? Bag phone meaning it was a cellular phone, but it was in a bag, in a little bag, and the bag unzipped and opened, and then it had like with a cord on it, and it had the numbers, the little push button, 0 through 9 or whatever, or 1 through 9 or whatever. I don't know if y'all even remember those, but I had that, and I didn't even have a car. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom, I had all that stuff. Like it was crazy. She's like, my phone was orange. I remember that one. My friend had that. He was going, yep, and you know it, Jerry Jack. I sure was. Yep. He said, yo, chill. I'm too old. The brick, yep. And y'all got the nerve to be clowning my net zero. For real, yep. I had the 90s bag phone. I ain't gonna front. I had it. Yeah, shout out to moms. Moms kept me laced. Yep, I had the half brick. The first phone I had was the half brick. No, I think it's the bag phone, then the half brick. Yeah, it was the bag phone, the half brick. Then after that, it was them small little Nokias, because that was like the new thing, the little upright phone, the little Nokias where they weren't even, the bag phone is wild. Then laughing, y'all remember the bag phone? Check this out. If you had anybody in the hood, and he was a drug dealer, he had the bag phone straight up in his car. That's what I remember. Like, and I hate to say it that way, but that's what I remember. But my mom immediately, I think I only had that for probably like about a couple months. She immediately took that. She's like, now give me that back here, take this. And I had the half brick. And then I think I went to the Nokias, and then I had the Nextel, or it was the Nextel first, then the Nokias, but yeah, the I-95, that was the one. Yeah, I had all them phones young. It's funny. That's so funny. That's so funny. Oh, Josh Stretch, I want to tell you, hey bro, hit me on a DM if you're trying to get at me. I've been keeping the Nokia, yeah. Jerry Jack, I've been keeping my, I got to keep my phone lines open because I got a lot of stuff going on. I don't want to miss no calls. I got a bunch of, important calls coming in. I'm dealing with this seller. I got some other stuff going on for this other property that I'm working on for myself. So I got a bunch of stuff going on. So just hit me on the Discord DM, bro. Yeah, for real. I got to keep the lines open on my phone. So, and anybody else too. If you have my number, cool, no big deal. I ain't tripping on that, but I'm saying like the best way to keep up with me is hit me on the Discord, Discord DM. Cause on my phone, like cause I have two phones. I had this my other phone. I got Android also. So what I do is I pretty much keep my iPhone, you know what I'm saying? I keep that free because that's business. That's where everything is going. And then on here is where I just, just do all kind of just extra stuff on here. You know what I mean? So this is what I pretty much be rocking with my Discord stuff to keep my other phone open. So, but yeah, so just anyone keep that in mind. It's best to just hit me on Discord. If you got a question or whatever, just hit me there. That's going to be the easiest for me. Because like I said, I got just a bunch of stuff going on. I got to keep that phone free. So that's all my business calls. So, I just wanted to say that because I know you had hit me up a couple of times and I didn't get around to answer. You said, don't call my phone. Not like that. But Tina. I don't know, Marvin, did you win? I thought girls really liked me. They was using me to play Snake during class. That's funny. That's funny. Always playing Snake. That's funny. 15, that is too funny. Yeah. And I got to keep that phone. Got to keep the phone lines open. I'm dealing with a lot of stuff right now. A lot of good stuff. I'm about to get out of Calabasas, and I'm about to buy me a fourplex, and I'm gonna rent 3 out and live in 1. So I got that going on too. But yeah, I'm about to be out of Calabasas here real soon. I'm talking real soon. Probably like within the next couple months. I'm about to be moving. I'm about to be shutting all this down. About to move on to the next chapter of my life. It's time to close this one. For real. Like in the next, like I said, couple months. By September, I'm out of here. Ty said, "You all are funny." That's funny though, Jerry Jack. What you say? He said, "I thought girls really like me, and using me to play Snake during class." That's so funny. That is so funny. That is so funny. But yeah. So, but yeah. Other than that, hey, cool day today. Be looking out for y'all accounts. They'll pop in sometime later, or even possibly tomorrow, but you'll definitely have them for the new trading week. Shout out to all the winners today. And like I said, we're going to be doing it every week. Next week, we're going to be doing it for the members only. So I'm going to choose one day next week, and then we'll get it in. We're going to have next week, we're going to also have some, I don't think you won, Marvin. And I don't think you won, brother. It was no, I don't think you won, my guy. Yeah, I don't think so. Let me check my DM. Let me just make sure that everyone hit me there. What we got? So we got Yep. I know Laser Focus. That's B Dub. I know V Brewer. And then let me see the other two. Like I knew 3 of y'all right off the top. Let me see. Oh, got you. Yep. So no, you did not win, Marvin. Not this time, brother. But I got all y'all. God I Live, State of Mind, and Dog, V Brewer, and B Dub. I got all y'all. All right. What do you say? As we hitting this 2-month low, do you think we're cleared to the buy side liquidity at this point? It's going to be hard to say, bro. Remember, with the news, they're talking about tariffs again. That's another reason why I was going for sales. It's talking about tariffs. We implementing tariffs on, I forgot how many countries, because whatever we was doing expired. Whatever we had on the books is about to expire or expired or something like that. And now we back in a tariff talk again. Y'all already know what that means. I don't know what impact it's going to have, but y'all know from last year, anytime we talked about tariffs, what happened? Market tanked, right? So it's going to be really hard to say, man. It's really hard to really say, to kind of have any kind of like good prediction, even though prediction is just a prediction, right? There's no guaranteeing a prediction, but it's really hard to even have like a educated prediction because it's so much manipulation going on. You know what I mean? Like, don't think they know what they're doing. This ain't by coincidence. You know what I'm saying? So it's so hard to say. That's why right at this point, I don't even look at any of that. Honestly, I don't. I just kind of keep up on news and try to pay attention, like what this administration is doing, to try to get an idea of what's going on. Gracias, Dios. Me bendiga también. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what I've been trying to do, man. It's so hard to try to get a educational bias on this thing, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah. But other than that, so next week want to put this out there. Next week is going to be a little tepid week. I'm going to be traveling. I'm going to Chicago. We're definitely going to have our morning sessions. It's going to be a little difficult on the evening sessions, but I'm going to figure out where I can jump in. And who knows, the evening sessions, I might even have to, would I be able to do it from my phone? No, I will not be able to do it from my phone. Interesting. I will not be able to do it from my phone. If I do it on my phone, it's gonna have to be like an on-the-go situation. Well, we'll figure that out. We'll cross that bridge next week when we come. But I just want to let y'all know, Tuesday I'm traveling to Chicago, and on Sunday and Monday I'll have more of a clear idea of my schedule. I'll be there all week from Tuesday until Sunday. So yeah. So other than that, appreciate y'all. Love y'all as always. Y'all have a blessed remainder of y'all day. Shout out to the Edge Funder co-founders, Juvier, Scalp God, my brothers. Without them, we wouldn't be here. Shout out to all of the winners today. And other than that, y'all have a great day and a great weekend. And I see y'all on Sunday in the members only stream and the Genius Vault. All right. Signing off. Yay.